Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a fascinating journey through one of the most beloved television dramas ever created, Downton Abbey. When the series first premiered in 2010, few could have predicted the global phenomenon it would become. Set against the backdrop of early 20th century England, the show masterfully combined aristocratic elegance, historical events, unforgettable romances, and deeply human stories. Over 6 seasons and 2 successful feature films, millions of viewers fell in love with the Crawley family and the loyal staff who kept Downton Abbey running. More than a decade has passed since audiences first met these unforgettable characters. Time has moved on not only for the fictional residents of Downton, but also for the talented actors who brought them to life. Some have gone on to enjoy remarkable Hollywood careers. Others have returned to the theater, while a few have embraced quieter lives away from the spotlight. Sadly, the entertainment world has also lost one of the series' greatest legends, leaving behind a legacy that will never be forgotten. So today, let's discover what the cast of Downton Abbey looks like in 2025, how their lives have changed, and where their careers have taken them since leaving the famous Yorkshire estate. Let's begin with the woman who became the emotional heart of the series, Michelle Dockery. From the very first episode, Michelle Dockery captivated audiences as Lady Mary Crawley. Elegant, intelligent, and often emotionally guarded, Lady Mary quickly became one of television's most memorable characters. Born on December 15, 1981, in London, England, Dockery had already built a strong reputation on the stage before landing the career-defining role that introduced her to millions around the world. When filming began, she was just 28 years old, yet she portrayed the complex aristocrat with remarkable confidence and maturity. Throughout 6 seasons, viewers watched Lady Mary's journey through heartbreak, love, motherhood, and personal growth. Her chemistry with Dan Stevens, who played Matthew Crawley, became one of television's most celebrated romances. The role earned Michelle multiple Emmy nominations and established her as one of Britain's finest actresses. After Downton Abbey, Dockery successfully avoided being typecast. She appeared in acclaimed projects including Good Behavior, Godless, Defending Jacob, The Gentleman, and several major films, proving her versatility across drama, thriller, and crime genres. Away from the cameras, Michelle experienced profound personal loss when her fiancé, John Deneen, passed away in 2015 after battling cancer. She later spoke publicly about the grief she endured and how family and work helped her move forward. In 2023, she married television producer Jasper Wallerbridge. Now, in 2025, at the age of 43, Michelle Dockery remains one of Britain's most respected actresses. Her timeless elegance and confident screen presence continue to impress audiences around the world, and many fans still consider Lady Mary to be the role that defined an entire generation of television drama. Next, we turn to the man who led the Crawley family with dignity and compassion, Hugh Bonneville. Born on November 10, 1963, Hugh Bonneville had already enjoyed an impressive acting career before stepping into the role of Robert Crawley, Earl of Grantham. His portrayal balanced tradition with kindness, creating a character who struggled to preserve his family's legacy while adapting to a rapidly changing world. Throughout the series, Robert faced financial crises, family conflicts, and the social transformations that reshaped Britain after the First World War. Bonneville's understated performance made the Earl feel authentic and deeply human rather than simply aristocratic. Following the success of Downton Abbey, Hugh remained incredibly busy. Audiences recognized him from films including the beloved Paddington series, where he portrayed Mr. Brown, as well as numerous television dramas, documentaries, and stage productions. He has also become known for supporting charitable organizations and frequently appears at public events celebrating British arts and culture. By 2025, at 61 years old, Hugh Bonneville continues to enjoy a distinguished acting career. His warm personality and professionalism have made him one of Britain's most admired performers. Of course, no discussion of Downton Abbey would be complete without the legendary Dame Maggie Smith. Long before Downton Abbey, Maggie Smith had already become one of the greatest actresses in British history. Her extraordinary career stretched across theater, film, and television for decades, earning Academy Awards, BAFTAs, Emmy Awards, Golden Globes, and worldwide admiration. As Violet Crawley, the Dowager Countess of Grantham, she delivered countless unforgettable one-liners, filled with wit, intelligence, and impeccable timing. Her sharp observations became some of the series' most quoted moments, and many fans tuned in each week simply to hear what Violet would say next. Even after decades of success, Maggie approached every scene with remarkable dedication and professionalism. Beyond Downton Abbey, younger audiences also knew her as Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films, introducing her remarkable talent to a whole new generation. In September 2024, the entertainment world sadly lost Dame Maggie Smith at the age of 89. Tributes poured in from fellow actors, filmmakers, and millions of fans across the globe. Her colleagues from Downton Abbey described her as generous, witty, and endlessly inspiring. Although she is no longer with us, her unforgettable performances ensure that future generations will continue discovering her incredible work for many years to come. Her legacy remains one of the greatest in the history of British acting. Another actress whose character experienced one of the series' most remarkable transformations was Laura Carmichael. When audiences first met Lady Edith Crawley, she often lived in the shadow of her older sister Mary. Quiet, uncertain, and frequently overlooked, Edith gradually evolved into one of the strongest and most independent women in the series. Laura Carmichael portrayed this transformation beautifully, allowing viewers to witness Edith's journey from insecurity to confidence. Born on July 16, 1986, Laura was only 24 when the series began. Downton Abbey became her breakthrough role and introduced her to international audiences almost overnight. Following the show's conclusion, Laura continued building an impressive acting career with appearances in television dramas, films, and theater productions. She also reunited with several former cast members during both Downton Abbey feature films. Away from work, Laura has maintained a relatively private personal life while continuing to support various charitable causes. By 2025, she remains an admired performer known for thoughtful role choices and consistently strong performances. Next is Joanne Froggatt, whose portrayal of Anna Bates earned enormous praise from viewers around the world. Anna represented kindness, resilience, and unwavering loyalty. Despite facing countless hardships throughout the series, she remained one of Downton Abbey's most beloved characters. Born on August 23, 1980, Joanne had worked steadily in British television before joining the cast, but Downton Abbey elevated her career to an entirely new level. Her outstanding performance earned numerous award nominations and a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress. Since leaving the series, Joanne has starred in acclaimed dramas, including Liar, Angela Black, and several suspense thrillers that showcased a completely different side of her acting abilities. Now in her mid-40s, Joanne continues to impress audiences with emotionally complex performances and remains one of Britain's most respected television actresses. The story of Downton Abbey would also be incomplete without Brendan Coyle, whose portrayal of John Bates became one of the emotional foundations of the series. Bates arrived at Downton carrying a mysterious past, yet his loyalty, quiet strength, and enduring love for Anna made him one of the show's most sympathetic characters. Born on December 2, 1962, Brendan brought remarkable emotional depth to every scene. His understated acting style allowed audiences to connect deeply with Bates' struggles and triumphs. Following Downton Abbey, Brendan continued working across film, television, and theater while remaining a favorite among longtime fans. Even years after the series ended, viewers continue praising his unforgettable chemistry with Joanne Froggatt, which remains one of television's most cherished love stories. As Downton Abbey continued to capture audiences around the world, it wasn't just the members of the Crawley family who became household names. The dedicated servants downstairs were every bit as important to the story, creating unforgettable friendships, romances, and moments of humor that balanced the grandeur upstairs. Their performances helped make the series feel authentic, reminding viewers that every great house depended on the hard-working people behind the scenes. One of the most respected members of the household staff was Charles Carson, portrayed brilliantly by Jim Carter. Born on August 19, 1948, Jim Carter had already enjoyed a long and successful career on stage and screen before joining Downton Abbey. His portrayal of the loyal butler quickly became one of the defining performances of the series. Carson believed deeply in tradition, discipline, and service. Yet beneath his strict exterior was a compassionate man who genuinely cared for everyone living at Downton Abbey. Throughout the show's 6 seasons, audiences watched Carson mentor younger servants, protect the reputation of the household, and eventually marry the housekeeper, Mrs. Hughes, in one of the series' most heartwarming storylines. Away from the cameras, Jim Carter has long been married to acclaimed actress Imelda Staunton, forming one of Britain's most respected acting couples. Their decades-long marriage has been admired throughout the entertainment industry. Even after Downton Abbey ended, Carter continued working in film, television, radio, and theater. His unmistakable voice and commanding screen presence have kept him in demand well into his 70s. By 2025, Jim Carter remains an admired figure whose career spans more than 5 decades, proving that experience and dedication never go out of style. Standing beside Carson throughout much of the series was the compassionate housekeeper Mrs. Hughes, portrayed by the wonderful Phyllis Logan. Born in Scotland on January 11, 1956, Logan brought warmth, intelligence, and quiet strength to the role. Mrs. Hughes often acted as the emotional center of the servants' hall, offering advice, comfort, and practical wisdom whenever problems arose. Fans especially loved the gentle romance between Mrs. Hughes and Mr. Carson. Their relationship developed naturally over several seasons before finally leading to marriage, providing one of the happiest endings in the entire series. Before Downton Abbey, Phyllis Logan had already earned critical acclaim for numerous British television productions and stage performances. After the series, she continued appearing in dramas, while also participating in reunions and promotional events celebrating the enduring popularity of the show. As of 2025, Logan continues acting while remaining a beloved figure among fans who appreciate her warmth both on and off screen. Another unforgettable member of the downstairs staff was Daisy Mason, played by Sophie McShera. When viewers first met Daisy, she was the youngest kitchen maid, often uncertain about herself and overwhelmed by the demands of life at Downton Abbey. Over time, audiences watched her mature into a confident young woman who pursued education, independence, and new opportunities. Born on May 17, 1985, Sophie McShera perfectly captured Daisy's youthful innocence while gradually revealing her determination and intelligence. The success of Downton Abbey opened many new doors for the actress. She later appeared in Disney's live-action Cinderella as Drizella, introducing herself to an entirely new generation of moviegoers. She also continued working across television, theater, and film, demonstrating impressive versatility beyond period drama. By 2025, Sophie remains active within the entertainment industry, and many fans still recognize her instantly as the spirited young cook who grew into one of the series' most inspiring characters. No Kitchen at Downton would have been complete without the outspoken Mrs. Patmore. Veteran actress Leslie Nichol transformed the head cook into one of the funniest and most lovable personalities in the entire series. Whether she was giving stern instructions in the kitchen or offering heartfelt advice to Daisy, Mrs. Patmore always managed to steal every scene she appeared in. Born on August 7, 1953, Leslie Nichol had already built an extensive acting career before joining Downton Abbey. Her years of theatrical experience gave Mrs. Patmore remarkable depth, balancing comedy with genuine emotional warmth. Following the success of the series, Nichol continued acting while also appearing at fan conventions and charity events dedicated to Downton Abbey. She frequently speaks about the close friendships formed during filming, describing the cast as an extended family. As of 2025, audiences continue celebrating her unforgettable performance, proving that some television characters never lose their charm. Another fascinating character was Thomas Barrow, portrayed by Robert James Collier. At first, Thomas appeared selfish, ambitious, and manipulative, making him one of the show's most controversial figures. Yet as the series progressed, viewers discovered the loneliness and emotional pain hidden beneath his confident exterior. Robert James Collier delivered one of the most layered performances in the entire cast, allowing audiences to gradually understand Thomas instead of simply judging him. Born on September 23, 1976, the actor successfully transformed a seemingly unlikable character into someone viewers eventually sympathized with. After Downton Abbey, Robert appeared in numerous television productions, thrillers, and dramas, while continuing to build a steady acting career. His portrayal of Thomas remains widely praised for